Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Lady Pam and this is Pamelaworld. So in today's video, I'll be answering your questions on the Mext Scholarship. All the questions I've gotten so far on Instagram, on YouTube, I'll be answering all of them so that everyone can do their finishing touches and submit their documents. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Okay, so I won't do it in any order because there are lots of questions. Yeah. So I'm reading from my phone. And please, am I supposed to send all the above documents or the placement preference app form? Application form, I'm sure he meant. And field of study research plan will wait after my first screening, then I submit. What I get from this question is he's trying to ask if he should submit the research plan later. No, submit all your documents at once. Put them in an envelope and submit them to the scholarship secretariat. Good expository on the application of the Mext Scholarship. Can someone with Abe Scholarship automatically switch to Mext Scholarship to further his or her studies since the two forms of scholarship are under one umbrella? So the two forms of scholarship are not under one umbrella. The only thing in common is both get to study in Japan, but both of them have different purposes. Mext Scholarship is for undergraduates, research students, and teacher training students, whilst the Abe Scholarship is for people who are already working. Yes, if you're already working, the Abe Scholarship is for you, and you can't switch from one to another. Yes, I made this inquiry, so I know you can't switch. Okay. And please, do you need to do your medicals before you apply or after you've been chosen? Okay, so every document on the website you're supposed to submit, and one of them is the health certificate. So you have to do the medicals before you apply. Yes. I want to ask, for the scholarship, do you need to write SAT or TOEFL before applying? No. You don't need SAT, you don't need GRE, you don't need TOEFL. Isn't that so cool? Yeah, you don't need any of those to apply. You just have to apply. Can I please have a sample research proposal? What should the proposal entail, please? Okay, I don't have a sample research proposal, but I can give you a few details on the proposal. Yes. Okay, so first of all, writing a proposal is like pitching what you want to do. So you start with an introduction, a background, telling them about why that's research is important, your objectives for conducting that research, and you should outline a methodology, how you expect to go about it. Okay, how do you plan to go about it? You have to outline that in your methodology, then give some expected results. Okay, so let me give an example. I'll give a science example. Okay, so you want to research whether Clostridium botulinum is a major cause of death in infants below 1 year. So what you do is you write an introduction on how Clostridium botulinum was discovered, and you can also do a literature review on some of the articles and publications that have been done on Clostridium botulinum. Then you move into your objective. So your objective is to determine if it's the major cause of death in infants below 1 year. And in your methodology, you state how you expect yourself to go about this. Okay, so you would maybe want to go to the hospitals and do some surveys or collect data from health institutions, how you expect to do it. You state that in your methodology. Then in your expected results, maybe you're expecting that all the results you would obtain would show that Clostridium botulinum is a major cause of death in infants below 1 year. Then you write that as well. Yes. So that's basically about it. Because it's something you are yet to do, it's expected results. It's not results you've already obtained. However, if you've done a preliminary study and you know what you should be expecting, or reading articles have given you a very fair idea of what you might expect, you could add that in your expected results. Yes, so that's a brief on the proposal. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so the next question. Do you submit your research proposal before or after acceptance? Before acceptance is part of what would make them accept you. So before acceptance. Can a student graduating with a bachelor's in 2021, this year, also apply for the master's program pending his graduation in August? Yes, you can do so. You can apply for the scholarship. All you need is a letter of attestation from your university telling the embassy that you would be graduating this year in July or August or November. How can I fill and submit preference form when I haven't applied to any schools yet? Okay, so the preference form is the form you fill indicating the schools you would like to attend. So you don't necessarily need to have applied to any school. Bear in mind, the Japanese academic year starts in April and October. So if you're applying now in May, that means you're waiting for admission in October to start. But with this scholarship, you don't need to have applied to a school to obtain admission before you apply for the scholarship. You could go ahead and look for schools that you think you are interested in and write them on the form. Schools that offer the course you would want to offer, just write them on the form. When you are accepted, you will then move on to those schools, contact their student support offices, contact the professors, then you know what you want to do based on the schools that accept you. Okay, so if at this point you don't have any contact with any supervisor or student support office, don't worry about it. Go ahead and apply for the scholarship. Do you have to notarize your document in a court before submission at the embassy? I think if you are graduating from a Ghanaian university, you will not need to do this. But okay, this question is a yes and a no depending on your country. If you're from a Ghanaian university, you don't need to notarize your documents. However, I made some inquiries from Nigerians who have been here for 45 years, and they also did not need to do the same thing. But I also asked a few who have been here for 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and they had to do it. Yeah, they had to notarize all their documents. That means it's something that you would have to do if you are from Nigeria and you are coming as at now. Okay, previously it was not like that, but now you have to do it if you are from Nigeria. But if you're from Ghana, you don't need to worry about it. So the next set of questions: is there a probability that you can continue to PhD? Yes, there's a probability you can continue to PhD, but it depends on a lot of things. When you're about completing, you can apply for the PhD, but it depends on some factors. One of them is your output. You have to be very hardworking, do your work on time, and be diligent. The second one is your work should impress your supervisor, because he is going to determine whether you continue or not in coordination with your university. So if you don't put in effort to do your work, there's a high probability that you will not continue to PhD. Yeah. If I pick April as preferred month of arrival, will I be able to get schools in Japan whose application for April session is still open? Yes, you'll be able to get schools in Japan. You'll be able to get schools in Japan for both sessions, April and October. Most schools admit people in both months, so you will be able to get a school, the school of your choice. Please submit every document on the list. Every document on the list. Every document. Take your time, read through. Take your time. This is a very important process. Take your time, read through, and know all the documents you have to submit. The recommendation letters, the health certificate, the school placement forms, your proposal, your abstract. Take your time, read through all the guidelines on the page, and submit the necessary documents. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's all for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and give my video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That's all. Bye.